We are live. We're recording on both TikTok and we're recording on Zoom. I'm with my guest Tag from TAGMovieReviews. How are you doing, Tag?
Well, it says my name is Tori Gerace. So it could be that's me. Yeah. Hey everybody.
Um, so I'm monitoring both the live feed on TikTok. I already have one guest in. Hello. And I'm also recording this for the YouTube channel itself. After I edit this, I'll put a link to my TikTok in the description. And first off, plug, Tori, do you want to see my Jared Leto Morbius action figure?
Is that really him or
Oh,
is it
it's
just
comic.
like comic? Okay. I was like, wait a minute. That
So,
doesn't look like trash.
it kind of does. That figure is now going up for like $80 because the movie's.
Ooh,
How much you want to bet it crash lands after the movie comes out?
priceless. It's gonna be priceless by the movie.
So some people are probably wondering, have we seen Morbius? Is this why we're talking about it?
The
No.
answer is yes.
Yeah, we went to the UK to watch.
We in our mind we saw this.
If you've seen the trailer, I'm sure you've seen Morbius already. The reason we're talking about Morbius is because the post credits has been leaked or already discussed, and the reviews have come in from UK. And Tori, are you surprised by the reactions to Morbius?
No.
For those who don't know, Morbius is a Sony Spider-Man spin-off film, I guess set in the Venom universe. The director had an interview with, I think, Cinema Blend or Screen Crush, where they basically just now started talking about the film because everyone's so confused. And the director just blatantly answered spoiler questions. Now, the film has not come out here, and if you're watching live, spoilers will be discussed for Morbius if you care.
Yeah, because didn't everything got spoiled as of yesterday?
Yeah,
So,
it's a week away from coming in the U.S. But
which is This is normal for spoilers to be coming out a week before, I would say. But this is definitely different because it's not coming from audiences necessarily. It's coming from the director.
yeah, that
So
is basically addressing spoilers, and he's confirming spoilers. So maybe a little history. Tori and I did a video review of Venom, where I refuse to see Venom. I have never seen Venom 1. I have never seen Venom 2. Tori has seen it. He's explained to me. It sounds awful to me. Tori, I know you kind of have a slightly different opinion of Venom and Venom 2.
it's not that I have a slightly different opinion on Venom. I just think we talked about we were before we were on the Zoom call. We were on the phone talking about doing a Zoom call. You said that when it comes to movies, you always have to go for the source material first. For me, it's always I'm gonna see where they're gonna go with it. I'm gonna see where they're gonna take this because, I mean, shit. Uh, Nolan's Dark Knight series is definitely nothing compared to like let's say Tim Burton or
Is very
Joel Schumacher or Snyder. Everybody has a different interpretation of a superhero or a supervillain. And that's for me, I just go in with expectations of, okay, if they get the source material down, if they know the origin story, if they know these action figures, if they know these toys, as what Kevin Smith puts it, if you know your toys and you know how to play with them, then yeah, you go ahead, by all means, make the film however the fuck you want. But from what I've heard about Morbius, I heard they're playing with their toys in bleach, and they're destroying it. So that's the whole idea of why we're doing this. I think is
yeah.
to understand the difference between like me and you and like what we're gonna see. We both are in the ballpark of an agreement that this is gonna be absolute shit. So
I don't even know because I like I also do like films that are so bad they could be entertaining. I don't think this is going to be that either.
Then watch Venom. That's what I keep. Guys, I've been telling him to watch Venom.
I,
Venom 1 and Venom 2. Watch Venom 1 and 2 back to back and tell me how fun, bad they are. Because they are so fun, so much fun that they are so bad.
Post in the comments, is Venom 1 and Venom 2 worth watching? Post in the comments.
Yes,
YouTube as
yes,
well.
yes, yes. They are worth watching if you want to get drunk or high and watch something absolutely batshit insane. Because that's what Venom is. It.
Also,
I,
for the TikTok, this is going on YouTube, by the way, but post in the TikTok if you can hear Tori, just to be safe.
Yeah, because I don't know if they could hear me or not, but I I would you haven't seen we haven't talked about Venom 2 on your channel. I know we talked about Venom 1, but Venom 2 is like taking the worst parts about Venom 1 and doubling it and tripling it to an all-time high of like just what the fuck is happening. Because I was telling you about it. You know, it doesn't really follow the source material that well, and it doesn't really follow characters. Like the first film of Venom is way different than the second film of Venom because Eddie is more of a, you know, he's like a reporter. Like that's the character he is. Oh, he's in now this fish out of water scenario with Venom. Blah 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 blah. This one, he's just a fucking prick. He's just a dick. Like I don't know like what kind of crack Sony is on right now, but please give me some because I would love more of these films because they are so bad that I enjoy them very much. Anyways, back to you, Jack.
Okay, so I posted some more invites in the chat. We'll see who shows up. For those of you who are joining us, I'm just going to reiterate, we're talking about the soon-to-be-released Morbius, which I have all the faith in the world for. No. I think we should start with just the trailer. The first two trailers that showed up where everyone got, I guess, interested because of all the Spider-Man Easter eggs. There's
I
like
I felt like it was so unforgettable, honestly.
it was really the the cameos were really forced for one thing. Like you had Roxanne, you had the Daily Bugle, you had reference to Venom, you had the graffiti picture of Spider-Man as a murderer, and all the while these conflicting things were having people confused as to what universe this was even set in because of the multiverse. I'm writing an essay, by the way, on the confusion of how the multiverse works, both the pros and cons of it. It's now being abused by Sony, of course it is. Um,
It's
and
not just Sony though. I mean,
well, Marvel too, but
Marvel does have a big part in that because now they are establishing it in their universe. And now that they're establishing that, everybody's trying to get on board with that. I mean,
I guess DC did it first with their CW shows, but it's been around. The idea of the multiverse has been around.
well, not just the CW shows. I would say back in, yeah, DC started it, I think, when, you know, Batman animated series,
Yeah.
Superman animated series. And then, like, recently I'm rewatching Batman Beyond, and I'm learning more about, like, the fact that there was a lot of these crossovers from, like, Zeta Project to Static Shock to Justice League. It's insane. It's just, there's so much shit going on. And I'm just like, what the hell is happening now with Marvel is now like so far up their ass with like, okay, where do we go from Thanos? Multiverse. That's what we do.
I had a few theories of where we could go after Thanos. One person I just heard. I'm not sure if you're familiar with John Campia. He's like a movie business kind of person. He has insight. He posts scoops that are usually turn out to be true and stuff like that. He's really entertaining. Anyway, he made an interesting theory. What if Wanda ended up being the villain? Because some people are speculating she's going to go down the path as one of the villains for Doctor Strange. Can you imagine the threat? Because Kevin
Well,
Feige has stated the one person who could have possibly taken down Thanos would have been Wanda if she wasn't stopped by him. Can you imagine someone like that going up against the Avengers? Someone who can reshape reality as you know it.
well, I mean, in that trailer, we did see two Wandas.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's two Doctor Stranges, and who knows what that world is going to be like. Who knows what that film is going to be like in a month or so. But I think we're getting sidetracked.
We are.
The trailer for Morbius was absolutely forgettable. I remember I worked at the movie theaters before everything started shutting down, and they had the trailer for it back in 2020 saying, "Oh, Morbius is coming out. Morbius is coming." And I was like, oh, "Okay, cool, whatever." And I saw the trailer. I'm like, "It's a
The problem with
vampire."
Morbius is not like a Venom, where Venom is like a really well-known Marvel character. Morbius is kind of.
He's a vampire.
I know Morbius from the '90s Spider-Man show, and that's pretty much it. I haven't read a comic that Morbius was featured in. I know he's had interactions with Blade, and there is a.
Now I want to look up Morbius because I don't really know much about Morbius right
Yeah,
now.
Morbius has been around. They're like the Jared Leto's been doing promotions for Morbius. Like he's this big. I mean, he is.
Morbius, the living vampire.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. And he looks like just a cracked up version of
It
Dracula.
looks like this.
No, I know. I'm just looking up. So it looks like the first appearance of him is the Amazing Spider-Man issue 101. And then he later was in his own comic book series, The Adventures into Fear, number 20. And then doesn't look like there's a lot more after that. I mean, it looks like there's just Blade. It looks like he had Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, that's a character.
Yeah, that's another one. Man Thing, Ghost Rider. Listen, here's the reason why I'm saying this is there's so much cool shit that you could do with Morbius, I guess. I'm guess I don't know. I'm not much of a Morbius character guy. I'm more of the Venom guy, but like, who knew what Morbius was until I actually said some stuff? Besides you,
Has anyone, aside from like the '90s Spider-Man show, post in the chat? What do you know about Morbius? Have you heard of Morbius before? Are you well versed? Would you consider Morbius a main Spider-Man character?
no, I don't even know who he is. That's why I'm like looking it up. Like I would say, like main Spider-Man villains are like Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Venom, Kingpin,
Lizard,
Lizard,
Black Cat, Shocker,
Shocker. That's another one. Who's the hunter guy?
Craven,
Cra-
which I'm upset because Craven would be an awesome character to go up against Spider-Man because there's a famous well-done Spider-Man story called Craven's Last Hunt, where he thinks he's killed. No, he doesn't. He beats Spider-Man and buries him alive, and then takes on the identity of Spider-Man for a while, and it ends with Craven shooting himself because he just goes insane. It's a dark story, and people were hoping it probably wouldn't be an MCU film, but Craven's Last Hunt,
Ooh.
an excellent basis for a Spider. But no, we're making a Craven
I
spin-off.
just read something right here. So Morbius the Living Vampire made a cameo appearances in a deleted scene in the 1998 live-action film Blade. This scene was included as a bonus feature on the DVD release. Marvel Entertainment denied Blade 2 director Guillermo del Toro the rights to his character. And then it looks like
Dracula's in Blade 3, right?
what?
Isn't Dracula in Blade 3?
I don't even want to talk about Blade 3. But then it says in 2000, Marvel Entertainment entered a joint agreement with Arts and Entertainment to turn at least 15 superhero franchise into a live action films, television series, blah, 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 blah. These franchises included an adaptation of Morbius. And then in 2017, Sony announced a plan to do a live action adaptation of Morbius. A lot of things happened. 2018, it was announced that Jared Leto would play. Production started in November of 18. October of 2018, Venom producer Avi Arad, our favorite guy, confirmed filming will be beginning of February 2019.
Sorry, go ahead.
This is just an origin of where this film is coming from. The film was originally going to be released as of January 28th, 2020, but was later changed to April Fools, which is hilarious to me.
For those who don't know who Avi Arad is, besides the devil, no, he's not the devil.
He's our good friend that we've talked about on another episode
We've
of
talked a lot
Critical and
about Avi
Cynical.
Arad on our critical and cynical episode of the Spider-Man. He's the main producer of the original the two Spider-Man series, the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield one. He's interfered a lot. Like, he's the reason you got Venom in Spider-Man 3. He was like forced Sam Raimi to put Venom in. I'm willing to bet he interfered a lot with Amazing Spider-Man 2. A lot of people just in general don't like him. Kevin Feige and him don't like each other apparently, and a lot of people were upset there was a dedication to Avi Arad in the Spider-Man No Way Home credits and not Stan Lee.
Well, yeah, that's kind of fucked.
I mean, Avi Arad has done stuff, but he's also good stuff, but he's also done a lot of bad stuff for Spider-Man. But anyway, back to Morbius. So I think spoilers for the two people who are in the chat. We're gonna discuss spoilers for Morbius. In that,
and those two people will leave right now.
And two people, and who wants to see Morbius? Honestly, at this point, it's literally coming out on April Fool's Day. Should we discuss? Well, there's not really much to discuss about the film because
we don't know the film. We're not going to discuss the film. Well, here, let me just put it at this. I just saw a thing. It says a critical response. Initial reactions to the film were overwhelmingly negative, with journalists who attended early screenings described the film as boring and uncalculated and having no consistency except that it's very bad. The plot, CGI, post-credit scenes were also very heavily criticized. So, in other words, don't go see this piece of shit.
Please don't go see Morbius. I beg.
Or go see it and let us know that we're wrong. And who knows what else comes on April Fools? Keep talking while I look up what comes out on April Fools.
So, I think for Morbius, we're going to discuss the post-credit scene, which is getting negative attention right now, to the point where the director has come out to talk about that end credit scene. Some people I've actually seen saying it's the worst post-credit scene ever for any of these Marvel films, whether it's Marvel Studios or Marvel in general. But I do want to say before we get into that, does this bode well for the future of Sony's cinematic universe, like Kraven, Madam Web? Do you think people will actually give those films a chance now, or do you think they're just going to chuckle or laugh whenever they see something like from the directors of Venom and Morbius, or from the creators of Venom and Morbius?
I feel like, Morbius is one character. It's not like Kraven. It's not like, what's the Black Cat? It's not, anybody that's like unfamiliar. Obviously, who gives a shit about Morbius? Was anybody really excited for Morbius? That's what I want to know. Was anybody really excited to see Morbius as much as they were excited to see Venom or Kraven or the Spider-Man No Way Home, or just pretty much anything that it's Morbius. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? That's the thing.
We've stalled long enough.
Hold on. Hold on. One more thing.
One more thing.
If you guys want to see a film on April Fools, go watch The Bubble on Netflix. Go watch Memoria in theaters with Tilda Swinton.
Memoria.
Go see You Won't Be Alone. It's a horror film.
You Won't Be Home Alone. A better horror film than Morbius.
You go see The Contractor, which has Chris Pine in it.
Oh, Contractor.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of other films. You know what you guys should go watch? There's a limited release film called Dakota. And Dakota is an ex-service dog that joins a single mom, Kate and her daughter, Alex, to live on their small town farm. So go see Dakota, a movie about a dog A dog is better than fucking Morbius. I'm sorry. I am so done with these bullshit Marvel movies. I'm done with it. So
All
go
right.
see a movie about a dog. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry, sir or ma'am, whoever's the last person in the chat. We'll talk about the post-credit scene now. So,
All right, here we go.
you want me to bring it on? The post-credit scene for Morbius is Vulture. Somehow he's multiverse.
I have a feeling that it takes place literally during Homecoming during No Way Home, and
He teleports with his suit on.
yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, like I think there's actually two. Actually, no, there's two post-credit scenes. One, it's Michael Keaton teleporting from one jail to another jail, and he remarks, "I guess it's better than the other one." Okay, what a coincidence! He's put in another jail. The other post-credit scene is Vulture again in his suit. How did he get the technology to make that? Because if I remember correctly, I know Vulture has the suit made from other parts from like the Avengers battle.
Yeah.
He make whatever. So Vulture flies down and encounters Morbius and says, it's Spider-Man's fault that I'm here. He beat me. Will you help me? And Morbius is like, okay. Who's Spider-Man? So the post-credit scene that everyone dislikes is, I'm sorry, host is inviting you to go live together. I'm sorry. I don't know who this person is. No offense. Vulture, I don't know. You take it over. I just lost my train of thought.
Vulture just so happens to now enter the Sony Marvel Cinematic Universe. I have a feeling it takes place during No Way Home when Doctor Strange did all that spell work, and because in the end of No Way Home, Venom is at the end credits of that one, and then he leaves. Leaving a drop of fucking whatever the venom poop somewhere, and I feel like Vulture just did just got the same treatment where he's just like, now we're gonna trade Venom for Vulture,
but it makes no sense.
Like, yeah, it doesn't make sense.
The Sony thing, we'll just throw in multiverse as an excuse, but we won't bother to explain because even in No Way Home, the spell doesn't make that much sense. So the rules that were set up, which were already broken in the same film, was that anyone who knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man was teleported to the MCU, and then those same people were teleported back. But at the same time, Doctor Strange cast a spell that had everyone forget that Peter Parker existed. So how the flying Vulture does Vulture enter that world? Because if it was a malfunction, how would it work? Because he would have forgotten that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, wouldn't he? If I'm making sense, or am I just rambling?
Money.
I get that. But I need a canon explanation. But these people don't care. Money. I know you're.
Who cares? You'll still see it.
I'm not gonna see Morbius. I'm gonna like Venom. I won't be supporting these spin-off movies just because I like superhero films. Doesn't mean I'll see them all. I didn't see the last two X-Men films. So I knew they looked like Apocalypse and what was it?
Apocalypse. Yeah, that one was really bad. We already talked about that a little bit. And New Mutants.
Dark Phoenix.
Oh, well, there's Dark Phoenix and then there's New Mutants.
Oh yeah, New Mutants. I already knew was destined for failure.
I still haven't seen Dark Phoenix. Do I have to? But whatever. And New Mutants is a train wreck that should have just died. Honestly, it should have just been left to die. Who knows what this is going to be like? Who knows what this film is going to do to the whole community of Marvel fans?
But I want to ask you, based on what I've said to all of you, what I've said in the description of the post credits, do you think this warrants the extreme hate that I mean, Morbius is destined to get hate anyway, but does that sound like something that would ruin the movie I mean, the movie's already ruined, but does that seem like something to get so outraged over? Yes or no?
I mean, there's better things in the world to be more outraged of, but like,
about this film particularly, not the real one.
Well, I mean, shit. It's just another film that people are just gonna like, bag on. It's kind of like, what was the last superhero film that a lot of people got really angry about? That should be the question. What was the last one, and then we'll compare that to this.
Let's put that in the comments. I'm gonna interact with the TikTok people right now. I'm gonna answer questions from your reviews, get your viewers' opinion. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Q&A. Would you like to? What though? Randomly select the question? No, you know what? Never mind. I can't. I'll figure that out another time. I'll just directly ask. What is the last Marvel film or superhero film or film in general that you got really angry at? You could post that in the comments too on YouTube. What is the last Marvel, DC, any film in general, any film that left you extremely angry?
I'm gonna look that up. You could go ahead and talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, also another thing about Morbius, you know how all the stuff alluding to Spider-Man, Roxxon, Oscorp, the mural of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man from the PS2 game, which is so stupid.
Mhm.
Daily Bugle, all that cut from the film. I
Well,
I have a theory on why that is, and I'm willing to bet. Well, something happened after No Way Home, because after No Way Home, Morbius got delayed again. I'm assuming it was for reshoots. I don't know. Maybe it was. How much you want to bet the reason it was delayed was because of No Way Home? Something happened.
I'm sure that's the reason. I'm sure as shit that's the reason. I'm not gonna be here and just be like, oh no, it was. I'm sure because that film doing so goddamn well that it was the reason why things were like, oh, we got to reshoot it. We got to add Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield in it now. And then apparently none of it was gonna be in there now. It's like taking a candy from a baby
Yeah.
and then taking the candy again from the baby. It's like, no, it's more like this. It's more like, I'll take your candy. Oh, you want it back? You want it back? Fuck you, motherfucker. That's pretty much what it.
AVGN right there, sir.
That's what it is. If I could sum it up right there, that's what it is.
I got a comment. Infinity War, I was upset about. Really? I would like to elaborate, please. I would like to know.
We're gonna get some spicy comments, aren't we?
I want to see, why was Infinity War so upsetting to you? Scarlet Spider 2022.
I saw Infinity War before everything got all everybody after everybody spoiled it for me. I was in Vegas when I saw that. It's not bad, but
Yeah.
I can understand why people hate it. It kind of ends very depressing and everybody just pretty much leaves. Spoilers for Infinity War, God forbid. It's been what? 5 years now?
Something like 4 or 5 years.
Hey, just as long as the blip was, so that's perfect.
I think the last film, at least I'm gonna say the last superhero film I left angry at was Batman v Superman.
I can't even think of one.
Scarlet Spider 2022 says the end of the movie. Yep.
There you go. Yep. It's because if you want it to end, here's the thing. If you want the MCU to end depressing, don't watch Endgame. Just
or both of them.
No, just end it after Infinity War. If you want to watch a whole entire 30-some movies and then just watch Thanos just obliterate everybody and just sit on his rock and then just look out and then you just leave it at that. You don't watch the other films. You don't give spoilers to that person. You just say, yeah, everybody fucking died, and that's it. But if you want a nice happy ending, then yeah, you watch Endgame and a nice epilogue, The Far From Home and all that shit. But yeah, I can't even think of the last one that made me angry.
I think Batman v Superman made me angry for multitudes of reasons, because I am a Superman fan. My favorite comic book film of all time is, in fact, Christopher Reeve's Superman. The Richard Donner Superman film. I love everything the character represents. I love that those effects, while a little dated today, were groundbreaking for the time. Batman v Superman seems to hate Superman and everything about him. Like, whether it's Jimmy Olsen, whether it's Lois Lane, whether it's especially Lex Luthor, whether it's Mercy Graves, whether it's Superman himself, that movie hate Superman, and I hate that movie. I don't care. Ben Affleck is the only saving grace for that. Well, maybe Gal Gadot. Also, it hates Doomsday. I could go on. I almost walked out. Like, the capes are coming. The red capes are coming. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jesse Eisenberg, for a stunning performance as the greatest criminal mastermind of our time. You can tell my blood is boiling right now thinking of that.
Oh, actually, here are a few. Yeah, actually, let me just point at this. I know people are gonna hate me for this, but a lot of the Phase 4 films were really bad.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad, but I think they're the weakest.
They are really bad. Hold on, let me see what Phase 4 was. Because
Black, I think the starting point, or what was it? Black Widow.
Well, because you also gotta count those the shows too, because apparently the shows are countable as well. Okay, so we got Black Widow.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi was actually fine.
Third act. I got another comment from Scarlet Spider 2022. Endgame was better than Infinity War. I could see that.
Yeah, I feel like it's the ending. I feel like it's the ending that everybody likes about Endgame, really.
What else we do? I interrupted you.
So we have Black Widow, which that was pretty bad. Shang-Chi, which was okay. Eternals was so fucking bad.
I will give Eternals credit for one thing. They tried to shake up the formula, which we all complain Marvel is the same.
Which one?
Eternals tried to change the formula of Marvel because everyone was complaining that Marvel is copy and paste cookie cutter formula. I will give Eternals credit for trying to do something different. It didn't work, but they tried to do something different.
The only thing that I do not like about Eternals is that the director, Chloe Zhao, literally won an Academy Award for Best Picture literally the year before, and then she made a god-awful fucking Marvel movie. You don't give art house people Marvel films unless you're Taika Waititi, unless you're Sam Raimi, I would say. Like
James Gunn.
James Gunn. Yeah, you don't give it to any of those people unless they know what they're doing. I feel like Chloe was like, I won an Academy Award. Hey, can you make a Marvel film for us? Sure. I wanted to make this other film, but sure, I guess. And she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. That movie was so bad.
Yeah.
I literally stopped after 20 minutes of it. Anyways. And then Spider-Man No Way Home.
Which you famously made a TikTok video do you mind if we discuss that a little bit?
About what? My TikTok video?
TikTok video that you said which I actually thought was funny. And this is the me who likes the Marvel films. I'm coming to your defense on this. Because actually, do you want to not talk about that?
We can. I don't care.
You made I thought was a funny video because you cut to clips of people acting like idiots in the theater, just cheering, Toby, Toby. And I liked your video. I thought it was actually a good point.
That one. The one that I got a lot of hate for.
Yeah, I liked your video, and I'm the Marvel shill.
Yeah, that was an interesting week. That's all I gotta say. It's not. I hate hype. I hate a lot of hyped up stuff. And when that movie came out, there was a lot of hype about it, and there was a lot of things that people on TikTok were like, "Whoa, it's Toby! It's Toby! Oh!" Everyone in the theater, it's like.
It was annoying because everyone already knew Toby and Andrew were in the film, so it was just like, why are you so surprised?
You have to realize this too. You're not supposed to have your phone out during the fucking movie. You're not supposed to be talking during the fucking movie. Shut the fuck up and watch the movie so I can listen to the goddamn dialogue, which, by the way, I love going to seeing those movies after everybody has seen it, because then I'll watch it and then I'll just be like,
you pause for when you hear the applause part.
I'm just like, are you gonna clap? Are you guys
there.
Are you guys gonna fucking clap for us? Or it's like, oh, they're there. Because
there are things got sucked into the hype for No Way Home, but I do think it's not a bad film. I think it's a more of
It's
a
good. It's just there's a lot of
celebration.
flaws.
It's more of a celebration of all of the Spider-Man films.
It's
Um,
good, but there's a lot of flaws in it.
yes,
A
and
lot of
which,
flaws.
which I will. One of the flaws I'll be discussing in my multiverse essay, which is when the multiverse logic starts falling apart. Um, but I love how we're talking more about Marvel films in general than Morbius now,
Let's
because
move on to DC now.
I'll move on to
I'm
DC.
kidding. Anyways, 5 hours of talking about DC now. I personally think Morbius is already shit. I was never planning on fucking seeing this film. I was never planning on doing anything like I was that's not on my fucking radar in April. Right now the only thing in April that I'm really excited for is Sonic 2.
Yeah,
Uh
how sad is that? How sad is that? Both of us are more interested in Sonic 2 than Morbius. It's,
well, there's another one too, but the Northman, which is
oh, that I want to see too.
yeah, but like for real, let's be honest, Sonic is gonna fucking take over the box office. As of next week, it'll
It
be
looks,
Morbius.
it
It'll
looks
be
like
Morbius next. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was like, it's Sonic 2 seems like it's embracing the lunacy more than Sonic 1.
Because it's actually following a lot of what makes Sonic. How fucking ridiculous it is that they brought Eggman's robot to on the fucking screen. They're doing Chaos Emeralds. They're doing Knuckles. I hope to God that they bring Sonic Heroes to the screen. I want to see Shadow in real life. I
Edgy,
want what?
I heard one guy call him Edgy the Hedgy.
I want to see Edgy the Hedgy on screen. I want to see oh I want to see Big the Cat on screen.
All I know is there's someone named Amy.
Amy Cream. Listen, if I can name more Sonic characters than Morbius characters, that shows you how much I don't give a shit about Morbius right now.
Now let me say this, and to the people in the comments, does this bad word of mouth, as if you had hope to begin with, make you feel nervous about Craven the Hunter, Madam Web, all of the, I guess, Venom 3 if they're making that? Um,
Hold on, I want to see if they're making Venom 3 right now.
I think they are making Venom 3.
Venom 3, all right. And it looks like
Andy Serkis talked about making it.
yeah, so there's still unknown release date. There's still unknown about doing Venom 3, but yeah, it looks like Venom 3 is already in the works. Yeah, it looks like Venom 3 is actually happening. Hooray.
Like, I'm so annoyed. Venom is the only one that could kind of work with a solo film without Spider-Man, but all these other characters, I don't know, let's give the right film.
Dude, look what I just see right now. I'm not even kidding right now. Okay, hold on. I'm going to share my fucking screen for you because this is actually ridiculous. So remember how they said that they were talking about spoiling the thing already?
Yeah.
Already spoiling everything? Here, 1 second.
Scarlet Spider 2022. I've never seen Sonic 1. He also said, I loved it when Toby and Andrew came back. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Toby and Andrew coming back. The problem was everyone just wouldn't be quiet in the theater when everyone's trying to watch the movie.
That's me personally.
But that's me also, because for me at least, we all knew they were coming back. It was one of the worst kept secrets. There's a trailer where you see Lizard getting kicked by something that's not there. And the main thing we're trying to say is just be courteous to your fellow audience members.
I can't share you the screen, but I can show you on my phone. So I literally typed in Morbius, and literally, guess who's the second person that's on there?
Michael Keaton and Adrian Toomes.
Yeah. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit at all. Really shows how much Sony really cares about their property. How much they really care about them.
Something happened. I'm not sure if it was.
Let me ask you this. Why am I so fucking hyped up over something that I don't really give a shit about that much?
Because it's frustrating that it's going to make money regardless.
It's true. Go support real art instead
Like
of
Sonic 2.
like Sonic 2 with the stand-in knuckle statue things that they made. Those things are hilarious. But
I
I
don't think
think
I don't think I have anything else to add. Do you?
I don't. I'm kind of like Morbius.
More.
Morbius.
So, post it in the YouTube. For those who don't know, this is going on YouTube. Post in the comments. Do you think? Are you going to see Morbius? Do you really want to? And if so, do you really want to see Morbius? Thank you, Tori, for tag whatever for joining me on this live, both on YouTube and on TikTok.
Thank you for having me.
I, I
Should I plug in something?
if you want to plug in something, I can also. If you want to plug in something, go ahead.
You guys could follow me on my YouTube channel, Tag Movie Reviews. I got a surprise coming up soon. A great video coming up. Um, I didn't tell you this, but me and Hunter, we watched the Batman actually
Oh,
secretly without me and you telling.
I'm sure you hated it, Tori. We all know.
Um,
You don't have to say it right now if you want to keep it.
yeah, I'll keep it a secret, but just be on the lookout for a Batman review.
Got a quick comment from Geeky Girl 299. I don't think I'm going to see Morbius, but I'm probably going to see Sonic 2.
Yeah,
So
Sonic.
proud of you.
We're we're very proud of you. Not mostly. We are definitely proud of you.
You made the right choice. But also, Tag has a TikTok on here that you could follow him on. Do you want to plug that?
Yeah, just literally it's Tag Movie Reviews. Um just I just do a bunch of random shit sometimes. Sometimes I'll post movie stuff, but more of the movie stuff will be on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to we're getting close to May, which is when I want to do I'm gonna post the G Thanks Disney, this part 2 of our Ewok adventure.
Wonderful.
So yeah.
I can't wait to see how that adventure turned out. And you can find me on YouTube at The Obsessed Movie Man. Very generic title, I know, but that's what I've got. All right. Thank you guys, and we'll see you later.